My runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't hearing my CD. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy. I blowed up her budget on me. That's on me. I'm conceited. Treaty. Nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep. I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG. They gotta put my face on no box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competing. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Final week into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Throwing his car on third down. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Matt Breida, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And some space here. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Going quickly out wide to Moore. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Carr going to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On play action, it's Carr. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Now Carr. He's got Anderson on the slant. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Carr completes it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Carr to throw. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch,
and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run with Patterson. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 11. Touchdown, Carolina! That's a punt return of 89 yards. And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Eluding the pressure right. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Carr. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Carr. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked gets back to the 20. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And that's good for a gain of 6. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
93. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step up.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And now here is another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got room. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. Not much there, only a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Hey, 734.
Carr now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Carr. Flushed out right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a third and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Ninth play of the drive now on third and a country mile. Shotgun now for Carr. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 52 yards. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a throw here to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth. They're going to try and throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
2nd and 5. Dancing to us, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Houston able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And now here's another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Carr. That'll be caught by Anderson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 1. Finds his... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
But, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Sliding out of the pocket. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Carr going to look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw, it's Carr. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Eluding the pressure right. Check down to Breida. That catch good for only a couple. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Jim. Easy, kill. Slam. Safe. Check.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. That'll be complete to Breida. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it links.